No. Was it YouTube you said we had a problem with? Or was
Yeah,
it,
yeah, it was
okay.
YouTube. It was YouTube.
All right, I got him. I got him covered. I got him.
Okay, cool.
That's good.
I got him.
Yeah, keep it covered.
I got him.
Gotta get the code. They be
Yeah.
trying to do crazy stuff on it, y'all.
That's right.
Mhm.
But we ain't giving in to them. Watch out. Huh?
Amen.
Taking no stuff from nobody.
Amen. Not even from yourself.
Well,
All right.
Jesus. Hallelujah.
We're at about 83 people right now coming in, and as folks come in,
Hey,
hope
Paula
everyone's
Howard.
doing well. Big
All
G,
right.
I'm going to get started a little early today.
Go ahead, boss.
I'm gonna
Knock
get
yourself
started.
out. Yes, sir.
I'm going to get things started. We want to get into it. Lots going on, and may have to step away for a quick second here. So just stay with me. And Big B, let me know, are we streaming live now?
I'm checking right now, boss.
All right. And
Yes, sir. We are live on YouTube.
All right, we are live. We are live. We are live. And let's see here. We're going to go here. I'm going to start moving forward. All right. All right. I want to welcome everyone to the family tree. Put your hands together, family. Hey, 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 hey. What's up?
Yeah.
Yes, and thank you so much for joining us for another Wednesday, Hump Day.
Yeah.
Holistic Health. How about that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I want to thank everyone for joining us. If it's your first time, thank you for bringing it in. If you want to let someone know, we are on YouTube right now streaming live. So if they didn't get the Zoom information, you can share the YouTube link with them, and that's under Dr. Paul's Holistic Health Network. You can do that.
Yes, sir.
Type that in. YouTube will pull right up, and you'll see it running live. All right?
Yes, sir.
We're going to get started this evening, and I hope everyone is doing good. And Big B, let's
Yo,
get
man.
my host with the most. Big
Huh.
B is Big Man. Let's ask he into the room.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Buddy, how you doing there, buddy?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. Great day today. You know, a little chilly out there. Little nip,
Okay.
but you know, hey, that's all right. That's all a part of it, man. It does what it's supposed to do. And you
That's
keep
right.
on stepping. Hey, look, daddy wakes you up for a reason. He don't expect you to sit on your humps and does nothing. Oh,
right.
I know he didn't see that.
All right, I'm gonna stop sharing here.
Yo, man. Yo, man.
And, here we are. All right. If you're joining us for the very first time, this is the Family Tree. We say the holistic network that you can get all your answers to questions that are concerned about holistic health and the lifestyle of living a more alternative lifestyle. With that, we say gather around the tree. We take the concept from the ancient laurel trees, which were
Yes,
trees
sir.
that we looked at as symbolic of our culture, as our people, and we got questions, concerns. We prayed around the tree. We did all those things, and we gathered around the tree. So that's why we gather around the tree, because guess what? That's your real
Social security.
Gotta say it slow, y'all. Say it slow. Social
Security.
Security.
That's right. That's
Because
right.
guess
That's
what?
right.
It's not a check. It is your family. So
That's right.
we
That's
invite
right.
you
Yes.
to join the conversation this evening. If you have a question, concern on your heart, on your mind, you can reach down to your scroll box right at the bottom of your menu, and you can hit reaction, and you can raise your hand. And like Big B up there got his hand up, you can put your hand up, and we'll try to get you your question. If you're someone that said, I don't want to be on the screen, that's okay. You can put yourself down in the chat box, and we'll get you in there. And Prophetess, is she in here?
Yes,
she
sir. Yes,
is.
sir. She right
Let's
fingers is
get
in the
it.
house.
Let's give Prophetess a hand.
Yeah.
Welcome, Prophetess. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
AKA Fingers.
Fingers in the building.
Fingers is in the house.
Well, she'll put down in the chat your question, and we'll try to get to it. If
Yes,
you're
sir.
someone that's calling by phone and you may have missed the prompt that says how to actually raise your hand, don't worry. Just let us know you're calling by phone, and we'll try to get to you. All right.
That's right. That's
So,
right.
We want to get started, and you know, we say that every Wednesday. It seems like something else new is going on in the world.
Ooh,
So I just
Lord.
want to say, you know, this is a platform we talk about everything. It's
Yep.
nothing we don't, no stone unturned is what we say over here.
There you go.
So
There
we
you go.
kind of talk about everything. So start off, Big B. Let's give Big B another hand over there.
Yo,
Big
man.
B.
Yo, man.
Tell us,
Yep.
what's going on in the world, and we have some numbers because there is a subvariant that's making a little move. It's the EV.1, so it's
Yeah, it is,
actually making
buddy.
a little one.
Yeah,
So
buddy.
tell us, where are our latest numbers from our favorite website?
Okay, guys, coming from our favorite website, that is NCOV2019.live. That's NCOV219.live. And our quick facts of as of 13 minutes ago is 600, our total confirmed cases 697,253,223. Total confirmed cases 7,325. Total deceased 6,933,590. Total active cases 108,051,468. Okay,
Wow.
here we go, guys. Mental health moment. 583,899,020, guys. There we are.
Yeah,
That's
all
it.
right,
That's
all
it. That's
right.
it.
So what does that mean? That means that we are getting better. People are doing well. You can see by those numbers. Go to that website. That's NCOV2019.live.
Yeah,
You get all
yeah.
the data and the latest updates. A lot of websites are not tracking anymore, but we've never stopped tracking. And this is one of the very few that still grabs what's called the epidemiologist reports of all the data, and it's coming in real time. So when
Mhm.
real time comes through, that means you're getting it from every culture around the planet, every city and state and country around the world. So go to that website, keep it on your list of maybe prompts and favorites, because definitely I think things are going to be changing soon. So we got to keep up with those numbers. Thank you, Big
Yeah.
B.
Yeah,
Appreciate
buddy.
you,
My
buddy.
pleasure, as always.
All right. Now, I want to first start off today. And Big B, did you give him the information just in case? Let's start off with the information and make sure that if you want to get a transcript of tonight's program, you
Yes,
can go
let
to
me-
YouTube. But Big B, show them how they can contact you and send the information over to you. Okay.
Okay, Dr. Paul, we'll do that, guys. Real quick, right off the top. If you want to get a copy of tonight's check, because Fingers is in the house, so we know we're going to have everything, guys. You want to send me an email, okay? And you want to send it to mechavideo@gmail.com. That's mechavideo@gmail.com. Now, to continue to support the family tree, you want to use my Cash App, and that's $BILMORGAN. That's $Bill Morgan. If you use your bank, okay, to do your donation, that ID is Dr. Paul at drpaulherb.com. Again, that's Dr. Paul at drpaulherb.com, or you can use our P.O. Box, which is 191 Mullica Hill, New Jersey, 08062. That way everything flows. We can keep going. Because look, y'all don't know. Dr. Paul be whipping me over, trying to make sure I get everything out.
Yes, he did. Yeah, right. All right, thank you, Big B. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
we're gonna get started, and Big B, I always start off with some great information because I always want to hear from the family and the family trees, because every week we start off with testimonies, and I start off with testimonies because the information, we give out a lot of information. And I know you're going out and about and you're doing things and you're meeting people and you're sharing it with your family and your friends. So sometimes you're going to get a testimony back. And that testimony may be something that you've been doing that maybe showed an improvement in your situation or the situation of someone that you've been helping. So we appreciate your feedback, because each one makes a difference. They say one shall set 1,000 to flight, two shall set 10,000 to flight. And with that being the case, you are a great testimony, and testimonies go a long way, y'all. Y'all know that? Testimonies
Yes.
go a long way, because in the midnight hour, when you are really down and out, and maybe some things that you're looking to hold on to, sometimes you can grab one of these testimonies that you're going to hear this evening, hopefully, and that's maybe you've gotten in the past, that says, hey, if they can do it, I can do it. If I can, what did Les Brown say? If I can look up, if I fall, let me fall on my back. Because if I can look up, I can get up. How about that? So I want to open up the floor right now for anyone who have a question, concern that's on their heart. Or actually, this is a testimony. Any testimony
Yes.
on their heart and mind right now that they want to share with the family. The floor is officially open. Anyone have a testimony?
I have a testimony.
Okay, Mark, it's your check-in, buddy.
Mark told you we were playing. I'm getting it going, boy. Go ahead, Mark. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing, everyone? Dr. Palmer. I haven't driven my car since 2011. And during that time, I had a serious accident. And I just received my driver's license. I got
Uh-oh.
renewed yesterday. And I received my walking license too. I
Oh.
legally to walk without no problems. I will post a video from the fourth walk that I post, opposed to walking normal. I am great. I am doing so well. God has been in my corner for so long. The dream that God planted in my head 15 years ago finally came to pass, and I am one happy son of a sea biscuit.
Well,
All
go ahead,
right, let's
Seabiscuit.
give Mark
I
a
heard
hand.
that. I know. I
Everybody
heard
come
that,
off
buddy.
mute.
That's what's up.
Oh man, Mark, congratulations. Everybody come off.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Happy
Yes.
great.
Yes. Yes.
Congratulations. Oh my
Hard
goodness.
work.
Congratulations.
Hard work.
That's amazing.
Awesome, Mark. Awesome, Mark. Awesome. Now, Mark, you're saying that you got a license to drive now, right? You got a license to drive?
Yeah.
Awesome,
Yeah.
man. That is great, man.
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
don't be playing with him. He got it done.
I'm going over to Robbie to get the rest of my car done and just let the games begin, y'all. I'm happy.
All right, Mark.
I
That is awesome.
I worked diligently for 15 long years to get away.
Okay, you're breaking up there, little Mark. You're breaking up. Your phone
Okay.
breaking
Well,
up.
everybody heard my testimony. Maybe that's the reason why the devil's getting in the way of breaking up.
That's all right. Let him do it. Don't make no difference.
But he's not going to steal my joy. I am happy.
I know that's right, buddy.
That's right. That's correct.
I am happy. I got.
All right. Well, congratulations.
I got
Congratulations,
Yes,
Mark. We appreciate you,
That's
man.
good.
Appreciate the love.
All right. So
All right,
anyone
buddy.
else we have? The floor is officially
I got
open.
a testimony, Dr. Paul. This is Paula.
All right, Paula. How are you,
doing?
Paula?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Doing wonderful.
We're doing fine.
Good. So listen, I've been on this journey, cleaning up my water, cleaning up my food, paying attention. I lost some weight. I gained some weight. I lost some weight. But the thing that has been consistent is my blood pressure. I have been off of blood pressure medication now for 2 years. My
Go ahead,
pressure
girl.
yesterday at the doctor's was 118/78.
I
Well, you
can't
go in
stand
now.
you.
You go in now.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Amazing.
Awesome.
Yes.
Amazing.
And I faithfully do my green drink.
Do that.
And I have
Amazing
cleaned
grace.
up my water. I am feeling so good, family, and I am so glad that somebody shared this with me. I think Katrina, Katrina is one of my co-workers. I'm just sharing. Every time I learn something, I share it, and I try to get other people to just follow the holistic path.
Get
Thank
on
you so
board.
much. I love
Get
y'all
on
so
board.
much. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank
That's
you,
what's
Paula.
up. Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations
We love you
to
too.
you. We love you,
Congratulations.
Paula, and
God
continue
bless.
to walk
Congrats.
the walk. You know,
Congratulations. All right, Cricket.
Yes.
I'm going
God
to
is
tell you,
good.
the heart, probably the number one of the most difficult things to do. Everybody go on mute real quick. If the most difficult things is to control the blood pressure, if I get the number one asked question is, how do I control my blood pressure? So many things can be a part of that balance. You remember I told you that you got endothelial issues. You know, that's the vessels in the lining of the arteries and veins. When they start to harden and get stiff, what happens? You can't push it out around. Heart can't push it to get it back to the heart. Congestive heart issues. Also, you got issues with things like plaque buildup in the arteries and veins. That's another problem. Also, you got issues with structural issues. So all of these things have a lot to do. And also stress, that's the other one. Which
Yes, that's a big killer.
Number one.
You know, number one, stress. So all of these factors can be a big part. But guess what? If you just do something simple like get your water right, stay in that fundamental 101, right? Get your water right water, get the amount of water correct, and then also your greens. That's it.
Mhm,
Greens,
mhm.
greens, greens. That's the main thing that happens. That's the highest hydrogen on the planet. So with that, you can balance everything out, cleans the arteries and veins, relieves the plaque out the wall, gets the endothelial moving, starts to relieve the stress. You start to cool out, Big B.
I know that's right, buddy.
Start being cool like Big B over there.
Wow.
And then, but as it does, it also deals with cholesterol. It deals with everything.
Yes.
So, Paula, congratulations. Continue to walk the walk. I hope somebody heard that testimony. Stay on top of it. All right.
Yes.
Great stuff. Great stuff. All right. Who do we have next?
Yes,
Anyone
yes,
else?
Yes, thank you for it.
Anyone else with a testimony? You know, don't
I
be
got one.
shy. Okay, go ahead.
David, that you, David? Yeah, buddy, go ahead.
How you doing? The Saturday, excuse me, the Monday before last, the 23rd. I was feeling, a lot of people around me have had, viruses, coughing, sneezing, whatever. So I was feeling a little something, and then I got a little warm. I don't usually get warm, so I checked my temperature, and like, okay, I keep a low temperature around 97.2, but this was 100. So I said, well, let me take a COVID test. So I took a COVID test, and I tested positive for COVID.
Mm.
So I heard you saying that there's a new variant coming around and numbers are ticking up. That struck me. But so I struggle with high blood pressure. I struggle with diabetes. So I'm thinking this is the last thing I want is COVID, because I had it Christmas of last year, and it caused a lot of problems. I had 2 separate battles with pneumonia, one viral, one bacterial. So I was out of commission for like 3 months. So, so I hear, okay, I've got COVID again. Like, I really got to get on this. So,
so you're definitely doing some better things, right? Things are coming around, right? Is he there?
Still
Did he
there?
drop off?
You still there?
I think he dropped off.
No, dropped off. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get
Sounds
him
like-
back when he comes back
Yeah, we'll
in.
get him back here.
am I
Yeah.
there? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're going in and out.
Okay, all right, Gabe, try to, you going in and out, but try it
Definitely,
again.
we got
Okay.
it. Mm-hmm.
I'll make
He's
it quick.
muted.
I'll just
Can't hear him because he's muted.
I think you muted yourself.
Am I
by
muted?
mistake. Yeah, I think
You know
did. You're
what?
back on.
It sounds like a combination. It says muted, but I hear him talking.
Okay.
yeah. Okay, well, I'll try to make this quick.
Okay,
Basically, what I did, besides some other supplements that I took, going into what he was just saying about taking the green drinks, I have a super greens drink powder. I added turmeric and MSM and the sorbate vitamin C, Escabate vitamin C, and MSM powder. And I would take that as one tonic, and then the other one I would squeeze raw lemon juice, lime juice, and add raw ginger and raw garlic.
Excellent,
And that
excellent,
really
excellent.
cleared out that cleared out the congestion, that cleared out a lot of things. I really was taking the cherry bark syrup and emulsion, things to protect my lungs just in case, especially after having pneumonia twice. And I want to
Wow.
protect my heart, of course. So basically this Monday, I was had to be off work 5 days. That's mandatory. And I tested again. I started to feel better. The fever had broken. I tested again and I was negative.
Mm.
mhm.
So
So you said
So
negative? I
basically-
didn't hear you say that again.
yes, negative.
You
Yeah,
you said
he-
negative. Excellent.
Yeah, it came up
excellent.
negative.
Yes,
Awesome, awesome.
That's a blessing.
Hey,
See,
let's give him a
That's
hand,
what's up.
y'all.
That's what's up. Yes, yes. It
Absolutely.
makes it all working well.
Congratulations.
Off mute.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
So
Yes.
Congrats, congrats.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody is really.
Congratulations.
Out there, and to be sure, and I ride public transit now, and put your mask on. Take the get back to the diligence that we once had, because it's out there for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Robin, I think it's a great thing. You're doing well. Congratulations. Continue to keep up the good work. Okay. That's David, right? Is that David?
Yeah, David
That's
Townsend.
David Townsend. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right, man. You're doing great, buddy. Good to hear from you.
All right.
Keep up the
Thank you.
good work.
Yeah,
all right?
buddy.
All right.
All right.
Is there another?
I'll do one.
Okay.
All right, Tristan, go ahead.
Hey, Dr. Paul. Hey, Mr.
What's
Bill.
going
All
on?
right, all right.
I love the
So,
energy, man. I love the energy.
So I was diagnosed with anemia after I had a passing out spell that I had no idea that was going on. And apparently it had been developing over years. They couldn't find out what was wrong and what was going on. So I came to Dr. Paul and I said, I need your help. And Dr. Paul said, green drink and chlorella. It's real simple, at least for me. And I'm going to tell you something, Dr. Paul, I'm seeing results that I have not seen, things that I thought that I didn't even know were related. Since 2015, I got this nail that would never grow past the quick. This thing's so long now, I have to cut it myself.
Go ahead with your
Scratching
bad self.
myself all the time.
Go ahead, girl.
Literally scratching myself all the time now. So I have to, on top of the fact, I feel better and everything. And they wanted to do all these invasive things. And I said, no. And again, my numbers, they've gotten to where they need to be. Everything looks good. So, for anybody who doesn't know, I'm sure everybody on here, I'm talking to the choir, but that green drink is for real.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so
That
much,
green drink is for real.
and I'm so glad and I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
Because when someone's in the middle of something, they just say, I got to do something.
Yeah.
I remember you were at that point right there, but you didn't give up. You applied the principle, you followed through, and you are to be rewarded. So everybody come off mute. Let's get
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Paul.
Congratulations, Tressa.
Carol G.
See, like Dr. P, that green drink don't play, y'all. How about that?
You know what? And really, we're just, there's also a scripture that says, I shall take the very simple to confound the wise. Meaning that they're coming up with all of this new technology and new studies and all this. There's nothing new under the sun. It's a basic principle. And the basic principle is that you feed the body corrects itself 11 times faster. The bodies already have the ability to correct itself. That's the imprint in your DNA. The ability for your body to correct itself, but it needs nutrients to actually activate this. So that's what the hydrogen is. The hydrogen is the greatest source of energy in the universe is hydrogen. And guess what? When you get it from its greatest source, it's land and sea. Combined together, that's all you need. That's your prebiotic that you convert to probiotic. For digestion too. So that in mind. All right. So congratulations. I tell you, that goes a long way, y'all.
Yes, it does. Thanks for that long spoon in the green drink now. Thank you so much.
Oh, y'all like the long spoon in the green drink?
See, that makes it happen, y'all.
Yes.
Don't have to go so deep no more, all right?
I know, no green fingers.
No green fingers.
I gotta get it on the reorder.
Yes, it's all coming through. Right on. If you go on the website, we do have auto ship also. So if you're doing online, that's the quickest way. We never run out online, basically. We're always kicking it out online. So
every 3 months, you get the 3 month supply,
Yep, you get a 3 month supply. Yep, we got the specials online also. Shop.drpaulherb. Got it? All right. Yep. Okay, next. Who's next? Anyone else that has a testimony before we begin? Anyone else have a testimony?
I think 4 is enough.
Okay, I think 4 is enough. All right, let's get started. That prophet is calling. Is she pulling up there?
Prophet is what she's doing. Don't be playing now.
All right, let's go to the chat room.
Okay,
first.
Dr. P. We have Brianna says, good evening. What herbs can I take for Crohn's disease, Dr. P?
For Crohn's?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Crohn's. There you go. Green drink. There you go. First thing you know, you got to stay off the bad stuff. Before I say take anything, we don't say doctor diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease, just food for the soul. You got to really watch what's causing the problem. Do you know if you just stop doing things for a while, it sort of clears itself out? But usually whenever someone has something that's irritating the stomach lining, sometimes you just got to give it a break, shut it down. And that means I start with things like irritable bowel issues. I start with things not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease, just food for the soul. I start off with the aloe vera gel. Got it? Aloe vera gel. That's with or without pulp. Always start with taking it on an empty stomach.
Right.
Okay. Also, you got to look in the lines of cabbage, raw cabbage juice. Got it? Raw cabbage juice works very, very well. Raw cabbage juice can be the purple or the regular green. Okay, whatever works for you. And you would just take just a small cup. You just need like maybe 8 ounces, just a small cup, 8 to 4 ounces. And take that in the morning. Always take it, try to take it on an empty stomach, and you'll get the best results. But sometimes it may be a little difficult at first, but take your time, okay? Also, papaya. Yep, papaya. And then also those papaya seeds. Don't forget about those papaya seeds. They're good for digestion. You can take them. Papaya seeds are also very high as a anti-parasitic. So it's very good for parasites and purging parasites out the system. So that's the kind of family I'm in right there. Somewhere around the aloe vera, the papaya, somewhere around there. You can also, I do have a colon cleanse. We say cleanse every change of seasons. So we have a colon cleanse followed by a parasite cleanse. And we are in our cleansing season right now. So I would encourage family that you continue to do your cleansing, because cleansing sometimes makes the difference also. So irritable bowel issues, Crohn's, things like that, you definitely are looking at irritation. Remember, irritation is, inflammation is skin on the outside, skin on the inside. So you need something that deals with derma. Also, if I were to leave you with one more herb, I would leave you with a herb, slippery elm. That would be one that would be good. Okay. All right. All right, baby.
Dr. Paul, before you go on, I'm sorry. I missed, you said something about red cabbage, 8 ounces. I didn't get that.
4 to 8 ounces.
What do you do with it?
You just take and juice it. You just juice it.
Oh, juice it?
Raw cabbage. Yep. You just make
Okay.
a raw cabbage juice out of it. You can put it like in a NutriBullet or something. And just 4 to 8 ounces is all you need. Okay. Good stuff. Very,
On
very
empty
good food. On empty stomach. If you can take it. Some people can't take it on empty stomach, but test yourself out. All right, let's see what else we have there, buddy.
All right, Dr. Paul, just as Galaxy I7, can you actually burn out your adrenal glands? And if so, what can you do about it?
Woo, chill out. That's what you can do. Chill out.
Just chill.
You drill, yeah. Well, what the terminology of burnout means, usually when you're firing off the cortisol, that's going to raise blood pressure. That's why, if you're someone that may be, taking a beta blocker, that's what that is. The medications that stop the adrenals from firing off the cortisol, which throws it into top on the adrenals are right on top of the kidneys, fires right off. And therefore that stress level is so high. That's why we got to calm it down. So we look for the level of calmatives, starting to relax, let go. Your word or key word is release. Yeah, everybody on here say
release.
Everybody say release. That's right. You got to find that word. That word means that also decompression time. Decompression time happens 1 hour every day. You got to shut it down. That means go in, and no matter what's going on, you got to find at least 1 hour a day to shut it down, to unpack whatever was going on. Whenever you're not unpacking and you're building up and all the stuff from your job and in whatever going on. You might have had an argument with somebody or disagreement, or you got bills and all these worries. All of these things build up. And just like this cat right here, see all this right here? See this herb right here?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't do like this and unloose this thing, you're going to do like this. They're going to come in here and say, Big B came in here and he flipped his lid. Boy, he came in here, told everybody off.
Everybody.
I've never seen him like that. And you sitting around, Big B, going, you know what? I've never done that. It's something I've never seen myself like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because you can't pull it back. So that's why it's so important not to burn yourself out and then release yourself as much as you can. So take the break, take the time, sometimes you got to get lost. Prayer, meditation works wonders. Sometimes you got to leave the scene. Sometimes the very problem may be in the household. So you got to get away from the things and the people around you. Sometimes you got to, what my grandfather used to do? That was Big Paul. I'm little Paul. So guess what Big Paul used to do? Whenever he and my grandfather got into it, you know what he would do? He would just say, he'd grab his hat, said, I'm going to get the paper. That was it.
Yeah, buddy, I know that.
He go get the paper, he walk it off. And when he came back, it was like it was not even an argument ever took place. And that's what I saw that over and over, how he handles stress and arguments. And sometimes it's all right to disagree,
right.
Move on. Don't take it personal because somebody doesn't agree with the same way you're doing. Or yet we have a problem sometimes of forgiveness, of not letting go of things that happen. You got to let it go. So in order to get your blessing, you got to let stuff go sometimes. So all of these things we kind of look at and we say, Himalayan salt bath works wonders though. Let me tell you, it works wonders. So I would encourage you to do something like my son said, take a walk.
Yeah, I know that's right, buddy. Take a walk.
Take a nap.
Take a nap. There you go. Take a nap, Orion. That's right. That's going to be Jared's next single. Take a nap.
Take a nap.
Yes.
Yeah,
right.
buddy.
Okay.
Dr.
Good stuff.
Saul,
Yes.
sorry, I want to go back to the aloe vera and the Crohn's disease. How much aloe vera gel should someone take?
You can start off with usually, we say get the gallons, the gallon containers, and you can keep it in the refrigerator. Usually you try to start off with maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons, and you try to do it 30 minutes. Yeah, 1 to 2 tablespoons. Try to do it 30 minutes before a meal, okay, before you eat.
Yes.
That helps very well with getting the resetting the digestive tract. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Who do we have next?
Okay. Hey guys, here's some information for Audrey put up. Says if anyone needs Crystal Geyser, Big Lots on Bustleton Avenue has tons of water, guys. Okay, that's Big Lots over there on Bustleton Avenue. The small bottles, the other sizes, everything. So if you need Crystal Geyser, get it over there at the Big Lot. All right.
Wow, you sound
Baltimore
like
Pike too in Delaware County.
Yeah.
Is it
yeah.
still 4 for 10? It was 4 for 10 last week.
Yeah.
Is it still
they
on
start- Yeah.
I
Okay.
ordered 6 off Amazon. It was $8 and something. This
Whoa.
week is $22.
Oh Jesus! No.
That's too much.
No, that's entirely
way
too much.
That's way too much.
Yes, indeed.
Oh no, I will carry them. Go to
Right,
the store and carry.
Well, I know that's right. When I go to Big Lots, I'll load up 10 at a time and hustle out.
Okay, so what do we have next? Who do we have?
Okay,
next?
Dr. P, just a quick one says Miss Fields wants you to provide herbs for lowering your cholesterol, Dr. P.
Yeah, lowering cholesterol starts with liver. I mentioned this. It's almost like a continuing thing every week. We talk about cholesterol, but cholesterol definitely is your liver. You got to watch the oils. Stay off the oils. Let me tell you, the ones that are in the foods are the biggest problems. When you have no fast foods, those Chick-fil-A sandwiches, all that side stuff that people say, I just have one once in a while, but guess what? It throws your numbers off. So
Mhm.
the oil gunks up the liver. And when you're trying to balance the cholesterol, the liver has to balance the high density and the low density. But it can't balance. Remember, it's about a balancing act. They'll call it good they'll say good cholesterol, bad cholesterol, but there's no such thing as bad cholesterol if the body still makes it. It can't be out of balance. It can't be bad. It's just out of balance. Got it? So that means you got to watch the oils. Okay. So that's the key right there. Because it's like an oil, it's like an engine of a car or a car that's never had an oil change. It starts to seize up the engine. Well, that's you inside. So the liver can't process that properly, and then they're going to give you nothing but a statin, which does nothing. And you have to start to now get off those oils. So watch your oils. No canola oil, no corn oil, no vegetable oil, no peanut oil. Those are the bad ones. Got it? Those are the worst of the worst. Got it? Stay away from them. They're synthetics. They're not even real anymore. Especially the canola oil. That's the one that's in everything. And I know we got
and
a
everything.
lot of canola followers out here that definitely been calling me saying it's in everything. I said, I know. So no canola oil. If you're going to do an oil, do something like a sunflower, but it has to be what? Unrefined. Unrefined, sunflower oil, safflower oil. You got avocado, you have grape seed, you got walnut, you got a lot of different ones out there, but please make sure it's unrefined. Got it? So that's pretty much, yeah. Watch
All right,
those-
Dr. Paul, before we go up to the corner to Stephanie, Brianna wants to know, what can I take? Well, I'm sorry, that's the Crohn's disease. Terry, what's good for MS?
Multiple sclerosis is, again, we're looking at autonomic disruption. Autonomic disruption can be caused by a lot of different things. That's why I recommend, if you've been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis or MS or Crohn's, Parkinson's, ALS, Lou Gehrig's, or any of that family, I would recommend that you definitely come in for RM3A. We can actually see the number of where your autonomic system is functioning. The key with that is that your autonomic disruption is walking, talking, balance, coordination. And with that, things can invade the system to damage the myelin sheath, which is actually like a protective coating over your central nervous system. So watching certain foods, shellfish, number one, shellfish. Root canals, number 2. 3 would be any sort of shots, or sometimes you'll get a vax or something like that. Sometimes that can cause a problem. Controversial at the statement, but yes, it is real. Also, mercury fillings. Also, sometimes you'll experience some level of environmental exposure. So that could be a house. A lot of we're noticing a lot of construction or people that work in the area of fire, like firemen, firefighters. Yep. They are having a lot of issues with lymphoma and issues with autonomic issues, because when that stuff and soot from these chemicals of these new homes that are really just going up like matchboxes, because of all the chemicals and the things that they're putting in them, they're very highly toxic fumes when you get fire to them. So that soot gets right on the skin. And what happens when it hits your skin?
28
touches 28 seconds, it's in your bloodstream. Thank you, Yvette. So that's why you got to be careful with what your skin is exposed to. So all of these things can cause autonomic disruption. So what do? We get an assessment first, and then we move forward. We got to see where you are first with the baseline. So give me a call, 1-877-377-2854. Ask for the works, which is the RM3A full body analysis plus the urine analysis. And we'll get to you and we'll tell you what's going on. All right.
Okay, Dr. Paul, let's go up in the corner. Stephanie, you there?
Yeah, wait, one more. I'm sorry.
Okay, sure.
There's only 4 hands raised, but there was one more question that you overlooked.
Okay.
It got down to the MS. It was, what is good when your kidney failure is level 5. I guess.
Oh,
you're-
yes, I did. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah, see, when we look at, I think, and I'm hearing this sort of a trend going on now. It's like we're looking for something, when really we should start backing up and say, well, what am I doing that's causing this thing to happen? You got it? So you got to back up and stop. The problem goes into concentration. Whenever the kidneys are shutting down, that's because the kidneys cannot function because of concentration. Too much concentration is dehydration. When that dehydration happens, the body has no other choice than to shut down the filtration system, which is the kidneys, the liver, the pancreas. All those organs are shutting down because I need moisture. Got it? So stay away from processed foods. Refined sugar, refined salt, refined oils, things that are thick, creamy, pour slow. Those are the things. Now, when you start to go into, we see where you're assessed, there are some things directly, specifically for the kidneys. One is called, not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease, just food for the soul. One is called juniper berries. Juniper berries. Juniper berries. Another one is dandelion root. Dandelion roots. Another one is stone root. It's called stone root.
Queen of the North.
And if I were to give you one more, it would be uva ursi, UVA URSI. Those are traditionally used for situations. Not saying that's her situation or his situation, but that is what was traditionally used. Got it? That we use.
Stone root, is that the same as Queen of the Meadow?
It can be. Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah. All right. And there's a lot of other ones that are out there too, but those are the primary ones that deal with the frequency that goes directly to the kidneys. But remember what kidneys, anybody remember what kidneys hold, what emotions kidneys hold? Everybody remember that? Remember we did the program on organs and their emotions that are carried with them and what each one carries. Remember?
Is it
Remember
bitterness? Fear.
Fear.
No,
Well, not fear.
no, lungs is fear.
Green.
Stress. Yes, it's a stress factor. Yeah.
The adrenal
The lungs are
Anger.
grief. The lungs are grief, right?
Yeah, lungs are grief.
And the liver is emotions. We call that the organ of the emotions. Drama, trauma, unresolved conflict. That's why we see the bilirubin. Whenever you look in your urine, we can see through a test we do called the 10SG, you can see what's called bilirubin. That's just one of the factors that we could say there's congestion there. So we got to clean your mind, clean your liver, clean your mind, because your brain is connected directly to your liver. How about that? Yeah.
I must
All
have
right.
missed that with the organs of emotions. I need that information.
Yeah, we may have to revisit that one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Stephanie, you there?
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Hello.
That's
Hi,
the
Stephanie.
Paul.
Go ahead.
Whenever I talk about you, it seems like now it's been like automatic. I'm saying Pastor Paul.
Best.
Go ahead, Pastor
It's
Paul.
like automatic. I'm like,
Throwing it out there.
I said he feed his flock. He feed his flock and teach them how to feed themselves so they can stay well and be healthy.
Praise God. I thank you so much. You just throwing it out in the universe, ain't you?
I'm like,
Well.
every time I talk to somebody, I say, Pastor Paul, talk to Paul.
Bless your heart.
You know,
God is
amen.
good. That's a call right there. I gotta wait on that one. Yeah.
Amen.
Church say amen.
Amen. God bless you and all that you do, and especially looking out for all of us in the universe here. So I'm grateful. And I just have this question. I have two questions. I want to know, what is a natural substitute for Tylenol? And I when used for aches and pains and body aches and stuff like that, when you can't get, like traveling a lot, you can't always get to or have the Himalayan salt and the Epsom salt with you and that kind of thing. And so I just wondering, what is a natural replacement for Tylenol?
Painkiller? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually we go with the cumulative, and that would be things like willow bark, not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease, just food for the soul. Willow bark is a good one. Also kava kava is good. Mm-hmm. These are
Are you
good.
saying
These are
kava with a V?
kava, Kava, right? Kava
Yeah.
kava. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
What's another one? Cumulatives would also be like rosemary.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, rosemary. Of course, the lavender family, any of the lavender. Okay. And these are things that can also be aromatherapy to rub on those areas. So if you're having pain, like you talking about headaches, or you talking about something like muscle aches or something like that?
all of that. Headaches, muscle aches from, just fatigue from
Yeah.
overworking and fatigue.
Yeah, I always listen to the signal that the body's sending you. You know, whenever you have total pain all over the body, that's like the fire alarm going off. And that fire alarm is saying that you got too much acid going on. So immediately when you have pain, I tell everyone, grab something green. Got it? Grab something green. Even if you can't have it, you don't have a green drink on you, grab something green. Got it? Grab anything green, because green is the highest hydrogen. When the body recognizes hydrogen, it starts to put the fire out. That's what's putting the fire out. Raises the pH. The body's way of attempting to heal itself is to go after you. And that means if you're not going to help me to build this system back up, then I got to put this fire out. So I'm going to take it from your hip. I'm going to take it from your knees. I'm going to take it from your joints, your ligaments, your connective tissue, all that. So that's why things like these rubs, sometimes you'll have some of the topicals that do very well, like the Dr. Christopher Comfrey, that works well. That's good for pain.
You said Dr. Christopher?
Dr. Christopher's, yep, Comfrey ointment. Okay. Also the sea buckthorn for joints. That's Neetha's favorite right there. Go ahead, Neetha, I see you.
Is that sea buckthorn in a salve, you're saying, as well as the herbs that can be taken?
What was that again?
Is that sea buckthorn you're talking about in a salve or a lotion, or?
You can get it in salve also. Yep, you can. Also, let's see, what else? Any of the turpentine oils, the turpentine oil or turpentine spirits are good. That's always good to carry when you're traveling. Don't grab it on the plane. Of course, put it in your take it in the plane. Don't stick it on the plane. You got to put it in your carry. But that's something that's very good too. Yeah, because that's the pine tree. That's the pine, which actually is very anti-inflammatory. These are all alkaloids. You know, they're alkaloids, so they make the body very alkaline and reduces inflammation.
That's interesting. This is not for my son, but he's allergic to all kinds of pine.
Yeah, well, you just wouldn't give him that. You just wouldn't.
No, and it's not for him. But I'm just wondering. I'm like, wow, if we in a situation, we wouldn't be able to use any type of the pines.
Now, and then I always question when someone says they're allergic. You said allergic, right?
Yeah.
You have to determine what does allergic mean, and people's interpretation of allergic means different things. Some people say, "Well, I broke out, boy. I had that. I broke out all over the place." That's not allergic reaction. That's purging. That's the body saying it's got to get out of here. And you gave me the right thing. Push it out.
Every season, well, when he was younger, he's now, I think, delivered and healed. But every change of season, like coming into the spring, it would induce asthma. So if he's around pine or any fir trees, it actually brings on it used to bring on the asthma, but because of our diets and herbs and things like that, in the last 13 years, he's been delivered from that. But I'm just saying he's allergic to the smell of it. Even his father is from Africa.
Yeah,
They
it's very
can't
possible.
smell.
Yeah,
They
it's very
can't.
possible. Yeah, see, sometimes if you make something already too much of it in your body's rejecting it, it's pushing, saying, I don't want that. And that's usually what a proper allergic reaction happens. It means that you're already overflowing with making that particular nutrient or mineral or substance that the body's making. So the body's sort of reacting, and it can cause things that can cause problem of swelling of inflammation. And that's why we got to watch things that can cause like anaphylactic shock, which will swell the throat area. And that's when people have some people are allergic to like shellfish, and just the air of this, when they're boiling the crabs and stuff, and that stuff gets in the air, people will literally go into anaphylactic shock just smelling it, so it's a lot of things that can happen.
I'm glad you brought that up, because when he was about 8, we was in Ghana, West Africa, and it was the heat that brought on his asthma. And he's going to travel soon to go back as an older, a lot older. And I'm just wondering, now about it, because it's so hot.
Yeah. So you might want to just get a test done. There's allergen tests that you can get done, and that's maybe a good thing to do before he leaves. Get tested. Okay.
The other thing was, what is a natural expectorant?
Well, you have natural expectorants that purge out things like olive leaf. Okay, olive leaf, that's a good expectorant. Mullein is an expectorant. Nettle is an expectorant. Yarrow is an expectorant. Eucalyptus is an expectorant. See, there's a lot of them out there.
Okay.
Yeah, so all of these are formulas that are, usually traditionally used for when, this time of year comes around. So you gotta, use these horehound. That's why they put the horehound in the cough drops, things like that.
That's amazing. I'm so glad. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Because last week I was coming through and right now my voice is hoarse because I had contracted some kind of cold, being around children, working with children a lot. And I just naturally grabbed me a bag at Horehound and was, just using that like every day. And I didn't notice it, but I noticed it that it was healing. And that it was helping me to expector, bring out
So
stuff.
pulls that stuff out. But what's the last thing we do? Stay away from the mucus forming foods and things. No dairy, things that are thick, creamy, pour slow. All those things. No, watch the cheese, y'all. Watch the cheese. Oh, man.
See, I don't do any of those because I have a natural allergy to dairy. So, and it makes me feel really bad. So, over 10 years.
Well, Stephanie, I got to move to the next person here, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really
all right
do.
now.
Thank you.
God
So
bless
much.
you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Great, Stephanie. Let me go with one from the chat, Dr. Paul. That's Jay. Jay was, how should you take the papaya seeds? Just swallow raw or chew? And she said also, please say the sheath, the thin protection of your nervous system.
The sheath, the myelin sheath.
Myelin sheath, yes.
Yeah. And Prophetess, you got it down there. You can actually probably put that in there. You got it in there.
Put what? Where? The stuff for the myelin.
The myelin sheath. MYE.
I can put that. I got it. Give me a second.
Okay.
I just ran
Okay.
past it. But
Yeah,
she
she'll put it
also
right-
asked how to eat the seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always
first time I
recommend
Raw or chew, just chew.
I always say put them in your, smoothie. I just, break them down. Yeah, you can dry them out. Some people dry them out, you just put them on a cloth, dry them out in the sun. And then when they get nice and, hard, you can actually use them that way for adding also. But I just add them directly to the smoothies. Yeah, they work well. No matter how you take them, they're just excellent for parasites. Now, the only disclaimer is you don't want to take it if you're pregnant. That's the only thing that you don't want to take it. Okay, there's a disclaimer always with papaya seeds with someone that's pregnant. Okay, that's the only thing you got to be careful. Okay.
All right. All right. Real good now. Before we go to Jared, there's a question here about excuse me, about root canals. Do you get them?
Do you get them?
Yeah, do you get them if you need them? What does root canal trigger? Or what do root canals trigger?
Triggers, they can trigger a infection
Mhm.
in the mouth, right? So whenever you have a root canal, one of the roots or maybe multiple roots in that area can go bad. And what happens is now they will do a procedure where they'll dig down, extract the root, pack it with an antibacterial agent, seal it off. Now you got an area where you have some that are actually alive and the other ones are dead. So after a while, when you're digging back there, you're eating and bacteria gets in the mouth naturally. And eating, you can form bacteria and you can get an infection in that area. So what happens is, remember, dentists are not necessarily in the business of actually pulling as much as saving.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Right.
they're going to always try to save and save, but really sometimes the tooth has to go. So this is the reason why. When you have an infection in that tooth, every tooth in your mouth is connected to an organ in your body.
Mm.
Got it? That means that yes, you can have a tooth that's causing heart problems or liver problems or any problem that's going on. I've shown several times the tooth chart. I don't know if we showed that before. Did I ever show that on here? I don't know.
I
On
think
my
so.
I think so. We have. I think we have.
Yeah, the tooth
Show
chart.
it again.
Yeah, if I can pull it up, I'll pull it up. But the tooth chart shows that every tooth in your mouth is connected to an organ in your body. For example, your wisdom teeth in the back, when everybody gets extracted,
Mhm.
you know, if it can fit, we say leave it alone. You gotta leave it alone. If it can fit, leave it alone. Some people may have to have it because of a structural issue. It may cause crowdiness in there and it may have to be removed. But that is actually equilibrium. That's your equilibrium. So when that upper and lower of both those molars in the back, they control equilibrium and balance. So you got to keep in mind, be very careful of that. Maybe I can find, let me see if I can find a chart or something on the tooth. I'll show y'all before we can get out of here. How about
Okay.
that? All right.
All right. Very
But
good.
yeah.
So, all right. Well, I think we've covered most everything in the chat.
Now, one
go
last
ahead.
thing,
Sure.
Big B. So what you can do to make sure that we say oil pull,
Mhm.
oil pull. So that person that asked the question about, you know, if they're contemplating doing a root canal or they've been told that they have to get one done. A lot of dentists, believe it or not, especially the ones that are biological dentists that may know what we're talking about today, they're actually offering oil pulling. They're
Mhm.
telling people to take the oil pulling and pull, you know, with an unrefined oil. We say sesame oil. And if you use the sesame oil, just squishing in the mouth, you know, do it about 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes a day, and then come on back and then see what the situation is. Sometimes the situation totally or dramatically changes. So you remember, sesame oil is one of the highest of we call her the queen of oils. It kills staph and streptococcus bacteria on contact. So that's a powerful, powerful oil, unrefined, that you can oil pull with. So that's the one I recommend. Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. Then Jared coming up in the corner. Jared, you there?
Yeah. How you guys doing today?
Good, man.
All right. All right.
Hey, Doc, lately I've been, I've been seeing these ionized bottles where they say you can put water in there and it splits the atoms or something, and it's supposed to turn the water into hydrogen, and and you just drink out the bottle. Like, did you hear anything or see any ads about that?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. I only subscribe to the ones that the actual ionizer machines, like the Kangen machines and things like that.
Okay.
Because the bottles, I remember we were doing a picture thing at one time and they were looking at it, but I just don't think it's consistent enough for what we're faced with. I don't
Mhm.
think that it's bad when you have 56 traces of pharmaceutical drugs alone passing through our commercial systems. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
that's crazy. Come
yeah.
on, y'all. Come on. If you got, and there's an acceptable rate of dumping going on in the Schuylkill. I said acceptable rate.
Mhm.
They are allowing them to do this. And I'm like, wait a minute. Did anybody read this article in the Inquirer? I'm like, they put it right on Front Street. I'm like, yo, the devil gonna tell you one time. And it's right there. And these are the things that these filters and these pictures like the Brita and all that is not going to happen. And even the ionizers, they are a good attempt and it helps people, but for those that know, get a real ionizer. That means get a real one with the plates inside. And then with the plates, you have filter plates, but doesn't pull the hydrogen. You got
Mhm.
That's the key. You got
Yeah,
plates.
yeah. I just been seeing it lately. I've been seeing all
Yeah.
these bottles. You put regular Schuylkill punch in there, and it's supposed to get all the crap out of there.
Yeah, hey, I like that Schuylkill
Hey,
punch.
man.
Go,
Yeah,
Jared.
turn the hydrogen. Yeah.
Now, when you think they would have contacted the city of Philadelphia?
All right,
Man,
thanks, Doc.
let's take this technology to the hill, y'all.
Yeah, right.
Well, I know that's right. All right, before we go to our next one, let me say thanks to Kim. You were talking about the connection of the teeth to organs in the body. Kim had the pictures, Dr. Hall. It's in the chat. So just want everyone to know.
Good.
Okay,
Good,
so
good.
if you have that, all right. So if you're going to be getting a copy of the chat, just know that's going to be there tonight. Okay.
Okay, great.
All right.
Let
Up
me-
next is go ahead. Go ahead,
Phil,
Prophet.
Let me just add to what Jared was, or a comment on what Jared was saying. Those things really are only good when you're traveling out of the country, because we really cannot drink their water in Africa, especially. So things like the Life Straw, which you can go drink from the dirty river, which is almost like drinking. Well, it's worse than drinking because we don't let goats and dogs and
Well,
in our.
that's true.
But that's the only time you would really use an ionizer or something like that, a Life Straw, is if you're traveling out of the country. I wouldn't try using it here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
thank you.
And
You
that's
got it,
really
Jared.
like you said, Prophet, it's like extreme. They're like, yeah, well, that's all the water we got. All right, give me my Life Straw.
Yes.
Oh man. Oh man. Hey, listen, let me real quick. Let's say someone maybe having some of these other issues, talking about taking the green drink, right? But what if someone has already had dinner and all of a sudden well, let's put it like this. I think maybe it's been coming on, you've been having these aches and pains. Can I or can anyone go ahead and still take the green drink even if they've had a meal?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's a meal replacement, it's
Okay.
a meal supplement, and it's a multivitamin. It's all three.
Okay.
And that's what makes it good, is the fact that even if you remember, I always say you got to look at the real data. Real data says that in 1947, food they said it didn't have 47% of the nutrients in 47. So what does it mean now?
Yeah.
That means that most of us are eating like a ritual and ceremony. You're not getting the nutrients, and therefore that's why you're tired. You're not assimilating all the chemicals, all the pollutants, all these things that are in the food. You're not assimilating. So that's why if you take the green drink, whether you choose to eat or not, you got it. Now it bypasses, gets through to the system, it's bioavailable. See, this is what's really good about green drinks. Bypasses, and some people who can't assimilate, goes right into the bloodstream. Boom. Right there. So you start to feel the energy right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Yvette, you up next. You there?
Hi, good evening.
Hello.
I wanted to find, hi, how are you?
All right.
Hello, hey. Great, I'm doing great. I lost 30 pounds, so I'm feeling great. Thank you.
Go ahead with your
Dr.
bad
Paul.
self,
Well,
girl.
you go in now.
Go ahead with your bad self.
Now. All right.
I have a lot of energy too. I wanted to find out hangnails. I noticed that a lot of little skin keeps coming up around my nails, and I'm not quite sure why that's happening, but I have to clip it off almost every day. And I don't know what is causing that. I take the green drink just once a day though. And I take different herbs, dandelion root, and I tried the biotin, but it seems like it's too strong for my body. I
Mhm,
can't, it just kind of, I feel like I'm out of balance when I take it.
mhm,
And I don't
mhm.
know if that means I'm taking too much of it. But I only took it like for a couple of days, but this problem with the hangnails has been a problem, like almost on every finger. It used to be just maybe once in a
Mhm,
while, but it's
mhm.
daily.
Are you noticing that the nails are thin, or are they breaking off easily, or?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
break. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that
Mhm.
usually goes back to hair, skin, and nails. So we would look at things like, two things come to mind. What's traditionally used for that would be, one would be horsetail, the herb horsetail, okay? And
Mhm.
that also, it can be anything also on the lines of thyroid, okay? I mean parathyroid. I'm taking parathyroid, which is calcium. So parathyroid is the 4 dots on top of the thyroid, and they regulate the calcium regulatory. So things like coral calcium is also been traditionally used for that. Okay, coral calcium. Strengthening the nails. Also, there's a few, maybe I'm thinking about an oil. I believe the sea buckthorn is also good because that's collagen, but that also can deal with issues with nails. But what color? I would say also look at the color of the nails. Are you noticing any color different or any changes with the nails as far as
No.
colorization? Nothing at all?
The
Any spots on the nails? Are they covered with, do you have nail polish on them?
Yeah, but no spots.
Okay, so I
Mm.
would just make sure that probably with that happening, I would start to look at maybe once in a while, just keeping no polish on them, let them breathe a little bit, and start to allow that, because it can be, if you're putting polish and things on there, you could be getting effects from chemicals that are used in those things. So be careful. Okay.
And that affects the hangnails too, the skin
Yeah,
that's coming up.
that affects
Oh, okay.
everything. That affects everything with the nails. So the nails have to breathe also. So it affects the density of the nail. So that can be a problem. So
Mm.
sometimes even what is the my wife's gonna get me because she always she always, my wife's a cosmetologist, right? So, and I used to know all of the terms and stuff, so she would be breaking it down. She used to break it all down to me. But when you're putting those chemicals on the nails, that can be weakening the nails because of the chemicals that are involved in them.
Mhm.
And that, remember, they breathe just like your skin. Got it? So keep that in mind. Mhm.
Okay, so no more. I was doing gel nails, but then I stopped because of the light. Then I started with this new thing they have now. It's called Dazzle Nails. And instead of using a light, it dries like in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So
See,
there's something in there.
Yeah, something in there, you're having a reaction to.
Yeah,
Your nails
definitely
are
those
telling
gel
you.
nails.
Yep.
They're
Yeah.
not
So
good for your nails at all.
yeah, so you got to look at when you go into a place that's doing your nails, when they have mask on and you don't, that's what the first question you start saying, wait a minute, where's my mask? Always make sure those places, the chemicals that are being used are very highly toxic. We did the hair. I got to do one on hair. I
Mhm.
think we did the alopecia. I did the different effects of alopecia. But I got to do one on the chemicals because they came out 2 weeks ago. Remember we announced it on the Green Hour, and also I did it on my show. We talked about how they're coming. The FDA is finally banning, certain chemicals that are
Oh,
in,
yes, yes.
hair products.
Mhm.
So I mean, we've been knowing this for years, man. This is not even a contest for us. But the list is so long, y'all, that literally we stopped at over 150, 200 chemicals and just hair products alone. It's like we can't, all of that ends up in your blood. So be careful. All right, family? All right, all right. What do we have
Okay,
here, Big D?
Vanita is up next.
Hey, Nitha.
Okay, I'm unmute.
There you go.
Grand risings, everyone. Yes, my seed buckthorn, we're buddies. Yes. Yep, absolutely. Love it, love it, love it. I have a question because I read labels on everything I purchase. And if it has certain things in it, which I have a list, I do not purchase it. But one thing that had me question, I'm looking at all the other ingredients are good, but then I see they have water and they have purified water. So should I stay away from that? Because I'm saying purified water, I don't think so.
Well, it depends. I know where you're at now, because that's where, for example, you'll see a product all the way down and you say, I don't like that purified water, because I don't know if the water you had to purify was it before you got it bad water, you know. So you can look at it. The reason they'll put that in there, they're trying to give a flat water so that it doesn't disturb the cycle, but we know purified water is acidic water. That is acidic. So that could alter the formula itself. Now, was this in like what kind of product was this?
I can't remember. I know I've seen it in several. Next time when I'm reading it, I will write down what it was that I picked up in that. And you know, when they had a lot of things that add water, but this one specifically said purified.
Yeah,
So
and I think this goes into the marketing. And if I was just to be a fly on the wall when they were coming up with this, and they said, well, should we use spring water or should we use purified water? And probably somebody on the marketing team said, well, we want to make sure it's clean. And so let's use the purified, not realizing that it's about a pH issue, because it could be stealing the energy from the very herbs and things that are in the formula. You can steal it and actually send it to the state of acid, and that spins it the wrong way. And some people will destroy the formula by just adding that to herbs and things. So it's very, very possible. Yep. Very much.
Yeah,
very
so
much.
that was one of my concerns. So yes, and I noticed that Cleverinda Burton put a Cleverinda Burton Shannon put a response in there, and I found that to be true too. I know some people are using Tom's toothpaste, but I'm not purchasing Tom's toothpaste anymore because it does have titanium dioxide in it.
Yep.
It's
Titanium
shiny, so
dioxide.
it
Yep.
does. Yes.
Yeah,
So
I've been telling folks to stay off the Toms. You can go with sometimes you'll see the Burt's Bees. I saw. Did you see the Burt's Bees?
I didn't notice that. I did look at the name. I can't recall whether that had it in there or not, but I have to check that again.
Yeah, and the SLS. That's the two. Yeah, the SLS. And the SLS is the sodium lauryl sulfate, which makes things foam. You know, that's an endocrine disruptor. We don't want that. And the titanium dioxide is this shiny. It makes things shiny.
Right.
So,
And I think Tom's having them both.
yeah, and that's right.
Yeah.
That is correct. Did you know? Yeah, a lot of these companies are, you know, it's amazing. But I believe a lot of them started out well, but they're getting bought out.
Yeah, that's what it is. And money is the answer after that.
Yep, they're getting bought out. Did y'all know that Katy Perry just bought out Bragg's? You know, the Bragg's vinegar?
Who did?
Katy Perry.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Didn't know
And
that.
they changed the formula too.
And they changed the formula. I told y'all, leave
Oh
it
my,
vinegar alone
not Bragg.
anyway. Leave it
Not
away.
Bragg's. Oh my God.
well, she can keep Bragg's. She can
That's right,
take
'cause
it.
we
You don't need it.
Don't mess with Bragg's anyway.
You don't
I told
need
y'all,
it.
leave it alone anyway.
You don't need Bragg's. Let her take it.
And not
See,
the
that's
apple
it.
cider vinegar, but they make a whole bunch of other things.
Yeah, well,
You don't need it, Harai.
You know,
stay away from the apple cider vinegar.
all that stuff is fermented, y'all. Leave anything
Harai
fermented.
said you just messed up my whole life. Take a break. Back up 10 yards and punt, Harai.
Hey, you know, while we're talking about this, I did hear something in the strange category. Big B, we got to have something in the strange category. You know, like something that I heard that this is bizarre. And I found this out. I don't know if you all saw this online, but they were saying beware of using public restrooms.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see this about the toilet paper? Did y'all see this
Yeah,
about
they
the toilet
putting
paper?
needles in, bad needles.
Oh,
or
yes, I saw that too.
drug addicts, substance abusers, are you going in the bathroom and they like cleaning their dirty needles with the
Yeah, I
Yep.
saw that
And,
too, yeah.
and they said
I,
they're
I
saying
bring my
is-
own toilet paper.
I live in Africa, so I take my toilet paper in my pocketbook all the
Yup.
time because
I take my own toilet
See,
paper.
and hey, Dr. Hall, I
I've
know
been doing
nobody
that for
around here
years.
lives in
Well,
the country because they just go
I'm
to a
going to
tree.
wait. I'm just going to wait till I get home because I'm not keeping the toilet paper in my pocket.
well, I carry pocketbooks. So,
See, that's the women. Y'all got that with the pocketbooks. Y'all can do that, but I can't carry toilet paper in my pocket.
No,
It would be,
they have little packages. You
I
could
carry a
put it
bag.
in your pocket.
I carry my bag, my gym
Help me,
bag.
y'all.
they got
With-
men bags now. They got men pocketbooks.
I carry my gym bag with all my
The
goodies.
other,
Oh, boy. All right,
the
Dr.
other
Leave
Hall.
on with
all
that.
right, that's enough of the strange.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No spaceships going
wait a
up,
minute. The
going
other
up to
thing
another
is
planet.
the
I'm on it.
tap when you use your credit card.
That's
How
a
you
health
can
issue?
just tap and move on. That tap feature,
Mm-hmm.
where
Yeah.
don't use that because it takes 2 minutes for that tap to clear.
Clear.
And if somebody come behind you, they can pay for their stuff with
Mhm.
your tap.
Yeah, I don't never tap that stuff. That's right. Yeah, don't do that.
Always insert it, put your your pin in there.
Yeah, I got
Because
one more. I got one more, y'all. Go ahead, Nicole. You should. That's a good one. Go ahead, say
Thank
it
you
again.
for
I'm
this,
sorry.
because sometimes I tap. Yeah, thank you for that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
And we also
I
have the thumbprint
Okay.
The what,
that's-
Kathy? I'm sorry.
Stay focused,
at
everybody.
Whole Foods, they have it, if you do your thumbprint with something, every time after that you come, you just have to put your thumb in, but I said, no.
Nah.
No, that sounds like
Uh-uh.
traffic.
They have
It's your palm.
put your
It's your
hand.
palm.
Oh, it's your
Nah.
palm, it's whatever, I said, no.
No, thank
Yeah,
you. No,
and I
thank
ain't
you.
going for that either.
Don't go for that, y'all. Don't go for that. Don't.
And I'm not going for
That's
the
because
voice-
Amazon bought them out.
Yeah.
The voice
Yeah.
recognition on the phone.
Okie doke.
Okay,
yeah.
Dr. Paul, I have a first time. We have a first timer here.
Is that
Okay.
Tommy?
Tommy, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna go right to Tommy. That's why I was getting ready to go.
All right,
Tommy has a question. Tommy, you still there?
I don't see it in the
Hey.
chat. So.
I didn't. Oh, there you are. Hey, man, how are you? I didn't see the question, so you get a chance now. Can you put your question out there, or just talk?
Okay, I'll just talk.
Sure, that's
Hey,
good. That's
Tommy, how
cool.
you doing?
I'll just quickly say, yes, I'm my very first time here. I've been invited. I'm from Philadelphia area, but I live in New York. But my sister is still there. Her name is Kind Essence, and she has like the Haven Healing Hut. And she's been doing a lot of holistic work and having, persons like yourselves come and do workshops at the Haven. And she's been doing healing retreats. It's really amazing there in Winfield. And I go down and support with foot reflexology and Reiki healing. I'm in the arts, but that's my passion, holistic well-being. So I'm happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to meeting you, Dr. Paul, and because I'm frequent Philadelphia a lot, but New York is where I'm in the theater and all that, so this is where I got to be.
Okay.
But anyway,
All right. He's in
yeah.
theater.
We're glad to have you, Tommy.
Excellent. Welcome, Tommy.
There's well, just two things came up for me. There's a lot of concern about healing HIV in the community, and I'd like to know what you could say about that. Just
Sure.
you take the lead. And the last thing, I know we talked about root canal, and I know that you were suggesting the oil pulling for cleaning that area out. But if your dentist really insists and says that it's that damaged and it needs to come out, do you feel like resist?
Well, we try to go as far as you can, but if you're past the point of preventative and you have to get it done, we say pull, it has to go. And that's probably the safer thing for you before there's an infection that can happen to it. So yes, we actually say pull. You say we pull it, and
Pull it.
don't leave it in. Yeah, we would not say you give it a chance as much as you can for it to recover
Right.
to see if it can. But if
I
it
see.
can't, yeah, you got to move forward. You got to start to pull it. Some need to be pulled faster than others. But we've seen a lot of help with this oil pulling. It's an ancient Vedic Indian concept, goes back thousands and thousands of years, and it's very, very effective. But we say we give it a shot. Yeah, yeah. But what was the other question you had? HIV, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, what we try to do is, of course, when you're looking at HIV, you're trying to stop the viral load, the ability for it to replicate, to continue to replicate. So we go into a line of herbs that are cleansing the blood, number one. And this is just traditionally what's used. There's a long list of herbs that we use for cleansing the blood, which is natural antibacterial, viral, fungal, septic, and parasitic. One that comes to mind specifically is called Thuja. Okay, Thuja, Thuja, Thuja. Thuja has the ability to stop the replication. It is actually an evergreen. It actually grows around. You ever see anybody's property where the trees are just like even all the way around? It's like the evergreen, look like little Christmas trees.
Yes.
That's the actual Thuja. Thuja happens to be one of the best of the, I would say, antivirals, which actually goes in and literally like a knife to a tire, stops the replication of the virus to reload. And that's when you're actually getting those load numbers. So Thuja is usually one of the ones we use. Also, there's another one called Osha root. Osha, O-S-H-A, root. Osha root is also it's like a sappy, it's like a bark. But it was one of probably the most powerful barks that you can buy that will deal with cleansing all of the organs. It sort of resets the body to an all alkaline state, but it's very highly antiviral. Okay, so those just two right there. But I would tell someone to come on in and get an assessment. You got to make sure their water's right, they're eating right, things like that. Build that immune system naturally.
Bravo, bravo. Can you spell the Thuja one last time for me?
Sure. Thuja. Thuja. Usually you can get it in tea form.
Chat box, Dr. Paul.
Okay, you can get it in tea form. You can also get it in liquid tincture form. If you get any of your liquid tinctures, I try to say get them without alcohol. Got it? Because you want to make sure you get them without alcohol. But if you have alcohol and that's all they have, the way we take those is that we would use your droppage into a cup. Like if it's 30, 40 drops per dosage, put it in the cup, in an open cup for about 10 minutes and the alcohol dissipates. Then you can put it to yourself. That's how we give it to children when children don't want to receive that alcohol, or that grain alcohol they usually put in. So try to find the ones without alcohol if you can.
Okay, and Tommy, just to make sure if you want to get all this information, it's in our chat box. Send me an email to meccavideo@gmail.com. Okay, that's MECCAVIDEO@gmail.com. And all this information we're talking about right now, I'll send it to you in an email directly. Okay.
And thank you so much. And Tommy, you know what that Osha root has its history of being what's called bear medicine.
Yes.
Bear medicine, the history and lore of that is that when the bear went into hibernation, the first thing when it came out of hibernation, the Native American Indians used to, I say indigenous because I'm part of the indigenous people. We went out, excuse me, Bill. We went out, right? We go out and we follow the bear. And when they followed the bear would go and dig up that root, specifically that root, chew it up, and then swallow and actually rub it all over the body, and it kills parasites that were growing on it while it was in hibernation.
Wow.
Then it would chew it and eat it, and it would kill the parasites that were growing inside. So they started to use this, and that's where they got the bear medicine. Y'all ever see them old John Wayne movies when they were shooting them up and they said, when they hit him, they said put bear medicine on him. Like when they said he got shot or something, we got hit with an arrow. They said pack it with bear medicine. That was OSHA. That was it.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wow.
All
You know,
right,
Dr. Paul, I just wanted to say to Tommy and everyone else, everyone every day should be oil pulling with the sesame unrefined oil. I am a witness. I used to have bleeding gums. My gums don't bleed. Every now and then, you know, you may get a little sore, but the oil pulling will take it away.
Yes, yes.
Oil
Does wonders. Does wonders.
I'm
Does
oil pulling.
wonders. Yeah.
Doing it for a while.
We got an oil pulling crew in here.
Oil pull.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. Thank
All
you so
right.
much.
All right. Then we go Betty up in the corner. We're Betty and Vanessa to the left in the corner.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, God bless. Listen, two questions that I have for people. So I have someone who has an appetite but can't seem to gain weight, and when they eat, they do eat, and they have tons of weight loss. They're almost skin and bones now. I know they had their gallbladder removed. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but they're trying to find out a way of making weight stay on.
Yeah, that does have a lot to do with it. You know, gallbladder makes the bile, which actually helps with the digestion process, but it also deals with assimilation. See, if you're not assimilating your nutrients, and that means constipation, you know any or more history about what's going on with her? Constipation, bloating, gas?
Did have some constipation. I'm not sure if that's under control. They recommended something for her to take to eliminate. So
yeah, so whenever you just mentioning that constipation means assimilation. So the villi in the gut can be blocked. Even for someone that's very thin, they can have a blocked or damaged villi where you can block it, damage, or wipe it out. And if they have nothing to assimilate, because that's the job of the villi, to take the nutrients out of food and bring it into you. So when they initially have things like damage from things like fermentation, probiotics, things that are then damaged that can damage it. Now you can't assimilate, you can't feed the body, so you're gonna lose weight. You're gonna lose a lot of weight. So
how do you spell villi?
VLI.
Okay.
And what happens is we start to rebuild that, but you also have to get them on a certain type of dietary. Definitely nothing thick, creamy, or pour slow. That would be the first thing. All dairy, no fermented foods, no acid forming foods. Got it? No refined sugar, refined salt, refined oil. And once you start to do that, we rebuild the gut. Now, what you can start to do, we mentioned earlier today, aloe vera gel, papaya really helps with that. Papaya seeds help with that. Colon cleanse helps with that. Parasite cleanse helps with that. Also, slippery elm, which is an herb, helps with that. Also, if you want to build weight, we use things like brewer's yeast. Okay, there's one form of brewer's yeast called Lewis Lab. That's the one I recommend. That's the only one I recommend because it actually it grows on beets. It's the only one that they actually literally moved their whole company to the Netherlands because they didn't want to be a part of the emissions and pollutions of the world to like in a valley in the Netherlands somewhere. And they are non-GMO, kosher, all of that. So they're called Lewis Lab. And I would add that to things like green drinks. They can add it to soup, salads, casseroles, anything they're adding to the green drinks or their smoothies. And that usually starts the process for regeneration.
And they can take that multiple times a day.
Yeah, I'm just speaking in general right now.
In general.
But,
I remember one class you mentioned finding aloe vera gel that you were going to show us a brand.
Yeah, but it's hard to find them without carrageenan. Because remember, carrageenan is not a bad thing. It's just bad for some people who can't take it. And then that mean that some people can take, just like also one last thing I forgot to mention was lectin issues. Make sure she's not having issues with lectins, Lectin. Okay, lectins are nuts, grains, beans, or nightshades. Got it? Those are things.
So
that
not
can-
having those or not having issues with those?
No, having issues with those.
Okay, so if she can take it if she's not having issues, she can eat beans.
Just be aware of it. That's
Gotcha.
what I say, because sometimes people will have an issue to one lectin with not the other. You know, but if you're having some, especially if she likes a lot of beans and things like that. Nuts, a lot of nuts. You got to watch the nuts now. The nightshades would be the small pepper looking like seeds, you know, let's see what else. And grains, just grains in general. Yeah. So all that makes a difference. Did I
Okay.
answer the question? Was I supposed to answer something else?
I got another question. What about a woman that's going through, who's perimenopausal and maybe heavier blood flow symptoms? What do you recommend?
Well, it depends on the age. They would have to come in for an assessment, definitely. You know, when they come in for an assessment, we can see where they are. Usually it's a large part of the liver that becomes a problem. Not being able to process liver. Congestion can back up the system, and then also cause things like not the pseudomotor slows down, which means the lymphatic system is not moving fast enough. And therefore the hormones, it throws the hormones off big time. So now the cycles are heavy, cramping, it could be a lot of different things. So that's why they would need an assessment to come on in on that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Good stuff.
I
buddy.
have the aloe vera gel with no Carrageen in it, and it's by Forever, and I put it in the chat.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Very good.
stuff.
Thanks,
Who was
Zoe.
that, Zoe?
That's
Okay,
Zoe,
thanks,
yes, uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Derek-
Dr. Bob, before we go up to Vanessa, Rhonda wants to, she's Helen, what's good for healing a fingernail that I just slammed in the car? It's turned black. Well, we don't want you to cut your finger off, Vanessa. So Dr. Bob, talk to us.
I felt that. Woo.
Slam. Ouch.
Yeah, when you start to do something like that, you got to cool it down. Inflammation, anti-inflammatory, definitely, it depends on, definitely no breaks or anything, right? Hopefully she knows that there's not a break, right? Does she know that there's not?
Rhonda, is there no break, Rhonda?
I really say always get that checked out. Make sure
Mhm.
there's no fracture. You may
Right.
want to get that.
Okay.
Yeah,
She says, right, no fracture, Dr. Paul.
Okay, so you did go to the doctor, you did get it x-rayed?
No, I did not
Okay,
But-
yeah,
like-
go ahead.
turn black. But it's
Dr.
healing.
Paul,
I need something for healing.
I
Yeah.
did the same thing, and my finger turned black. If she soak it, if she eat right, doing everything, keeping her pH right and everything, and she soak it, it's gonna peel off all of that black, because the black is just the dried up blood. That whole nail is gonna come off and a new nail is gonna grow. A brand new nail. Just start soaking it. When you take your bath at night, just leave your hands in the water, and that whole dead nail is gonna get soft and it's gonna peel off. And then the blood, you'll be able to clean it out, and then a whole nother nail is gonna grow.
Yeah, you can also just make sure what you can do, Himalayan salt. You can soak it in that. That will help it. Warm water. Make sure it's warm. And you can put some things in there. Sometimes you can put in the water some things like a tea tree oil, something that's like an antiseptic that can help with that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always based on the situation, but usually trying to bring the swelling down. Is it throbbing right now, or is it something that, what condition are you in
No.
right now?
It's not thriving. It's just turned black. But
Mhm.
not see the improvement every day, but I just wanted
Yeah, you gotta give to the soakings. That's what.
Rhonda just wants to keep her hands cute, Dr. Paul. That's all.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. I don't blame her. That's right.
I know the deal, Rhonda.
Yeah. Now, also, what's good also with that would be colloidal silver works well also. Colloidal silver. Colloidal silver can be good for bruises, cuts, wounds, things like that. It helps with the process of regeneration. It also keeps it as an antiseptic, keeps it clean. Got it? So that will soothe inflammation on that area. Okay. Now, sometimes you can also put aloe vera gel on there. That also soothes. Yep. The aloe vera gel, you can wrap it with the aloe vera gel. Okay. You can do a wrap, aloe vera gel wrap. There's a lot of different things you can do for those, for bruises, but that's just off the top. I would start to soak it. That's the way you get it back to the strength. Okay.
It sounds like a hematoma, Dr. Paul. Usually that happens. And I had also mentioned it might help if the skin is intact using Dr. Christopher's black ointment.
Yep, the black
to help
ointment.
bring that to a head.
Yeah, or you can do the Dr. Christopher's also, the comfrey ointment
Comfrey,
also.
yeah.
Yeah, either one of those. Yeah, they'll work. So there's a lot of there's a lot of things, but get that soaking in. Okay.
Okay. All right. Very good. Vanessa, you're next.
That last one, right?
Yeah, that's the last one. Vanessa Marshall.
Okay, got it.
Vanessa, you there?
Yes,
There
can
we
you hear
go.
me?
Yes, we
Okay,
can.
Hey guys. I just wanted to mention, especially to Nitha, that Whole Foods, they're having a sale all week on sea buckthorn oil.
Go ahead now.
Thank you much. I will be there.
Okay, guys. Good night.
All right, so you're gonna be
I
out
was
there.
waiting for that too.
I missed that.
Yes. I think we're gonna have some flags rolling out there.
Well, I know that's right. Oh boy.
All right.
All right, Dr. B, but before we roll out tonight, man, let me share something with the family. Hey guys, there's an organization over there in Philly called Divine Change Inc., right? That group is set up for improving the quality of life for urban youth, being run by a friend of mine, by Joe Preston. And they're doing things that this coming on the 18th. Champions for the Extraordinary Excellence Award program, where they're going to be honoring these four guys. Representative Darisha K. Parker, Mrs. Cheryl Brooks Brown, Gretchen Klausing, Mother Dolores Benjamin, Mr. Tyrone Sturtevant, and yours truly, Bill Morgan. Guys, just do our best to kind of help out. Okay, so we're gonna put that also in the chat. So if you want to get a chance, take a look at that. Hey,
Let's
listen,
give Big B a hand over there.
do our best to kind of help the Sharons out, y'all.
Big B is being honored, y'all. He's getting the award. Let's give off the bout.
That's what it looks like, yeah. Y'all, can you see it?
Yes.
Let me pull it up.
Congratulations, Big B.
Thank you.
Hey, Big B, I want to say now, please play it slow. Say it slow. How can the family support you for this event? Because we'll show up now. We're gonna show up and show out.
Bring it on, y'all. Listen, to get the information, guys. Let me see here. It says the special honorees. The CD begins at 4:00 on that day. Here's a number. Give a call to 267-608-0182. That's 267-608-0182. And or there's the website at divinechange.org. And hey guys, listen, the information is all right here. And I'm gonna, like I say, I'm gonna put it in the chat. And so that look, come out and help the children. That's all I can say. We're doing our best. So they're trying to help, let old people like me try and help out.
All right.
But Dr. B, they can't keep up with the brother, man. Shucks. If they ain't 80 years old, they're in the wrong room. What can I tell you, boy?
Yeah. Hey, I want to start off. Thank you, Big B. I
Yeah, man.
appreciate you, man. Listen, family, I want to thank you all so much for my son. You know that Yaron, my son Jaron, we just released his new single album, and it's really doing well. We're tracking it out on Instagram, and he's already up to like a couple thousand, views and likes and everything, and he's doing really well with it. I want to thank you so much for all your support. And those that saw the video, you responded, you sent emails, you sent chats, you heard me on the radio, we played it. But I wanted to play it for those that hear on the family tree. It wouldn't be in place without having, my son, because we talked about so much about his success and the things that he's doing, because we got to support the youth, y'all. And with that, I'm so proud of my son and what he's doing. Even if he wasn't, I say, you know what, this young man got it going on.
I know that's right.
The fact that he's talking about positive things, you're not talking about no nonsense. And with that, I want to send it over to you. I want to actually sort of end out the day before we chime off. I want to show the video for the family. Is that all right?
I have my hand raised and y'all ignoring me.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm over here waving and nobody.
You know what? I didn't even see it. Oops.
I thought you were waving your hands because they were burning so much.
So did I. Oh, fingers is ripping it.
I thought they were burning because they were moving so fast. I'm sorry, Providence. Go ahead.
We are out of time. So Dr. Paul, would you please call me after class? But I did want to mention Dr. I think her name was Dr. Eloise, who was doing the acupuncture.
Yes, Dr. Eloise.
Yes, Dr. Eloise.
Dr. Eloise, she left early, but I don't know if everyone saw that she is going to be teaching a Reiki 1 class beginning Sunday, November 12th from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. The classes will be continuing from 11:19, 11:26, and 12:03. For any information, you can contact her at her website. I'm going to repost her post and put it at the bottom of the chat. And Dr. Paul, what I need to ask, I will ask afterward because it's already 9 o'clock. Would you just give me a call?
Okay, that's all right. You can ask now if you want to. You can go ahead if you want to
Well,
stick around.
okay. I don't want to be long, but
That's right.
my son had an accident at work.
Oh, wow.
The steps of the truck gave way. He hurt his foot. He was out on workman's comp for about 3 months. Workman's comp told him to go back to work. So here we are about 4 or 5 months down the road, and his foot swelled up. He went to the doctor. They sent him to the foot clinic. They took his toenail off immediately. He has an ulcer and a cyst growing on the bone, and they're talking about taking the bone or either the toe. So I went Saturday to see Shakur. He recommended the Black Seed Bitters. I bought it. He's been taking it. I want to know if there's anything else that we should be doing.
Well, yeah, definitely we need to talk on that one, because I would have more questions for the situation, as far as structural versus, how's his diet and things, because he's got to stay alkaline. You got to give him the right water. You can instruct him on.
Oh yes, we got the water going on. So
yeah.
Yes.
So you got to watch infection. watch the infection level.
Mhm.
So things like the colloidal silver I just mentioned, colloidal silver I just mentioned.
I want you to come and
tea
turn this
tree
fan
oil, all those things can be added to that to help that process. But I would have more questions. So let's go on, okay?
Okay.
And definitely we can go into detail, or have him call me. Can you
Okay.
call me? Okay. Just tell him to reach out to me, and we'll set up something. Okay.
Thank you.
Which is which son was this? This is
this is the bishop, the middle son.
Oh, okay. All right.
And he
all
on his
right.
feet, he got to preach and
He got to preach now. He
and
got
and
to
they
preach.
sent him back to work. We thought the foot was broke in the first place. They said no. And now here we are down the road, and he's a trashman, so he's walking constantly on his toe, and then it just started swelling up. And now they said there's an ulcer and a cyst.
Get a lawyer. Get a lawyer.
Wow. Wow.
As
wow.
well.
Wow.
As
Okay.
well.
Well, listen,
Thank you.
give me a call.
Sarah.
We'll talk it out, okay? No
Thank you.
problem at all. We'll work it out for him, okay? All right, family. I'm going to show this now. This is on YouTube. I gave the link down in the chat box. So if you want to support
I
Jaron,
didn't see the chat.
I put it in the chat down there. Did you see it? Anybody see it? I put it
Not
in the
yet.
chat. Yeah, I put it in there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's there. It's there.
It's there.
Okay. Yeah,
It's
it's
there.
in the chat, and you can click on that, the Social Tune Core, if you want to support it. It plays on all mediums. It's on all mediums. So that means we're on everything from Spotify, Apple, iTunes, all the main ones. All right. So support him. It's 99 cents if you want to support him, but he would really appreciate just your comments more than anything and support, because we appreciate your love. All right. So I want to play that for you. And if you want to see the full video, you can go also to all the platforms, but you can go to right where it says YouTube, just punch in Yairon, Y-A-I-R-O-N. All right, Y-A-I-R-O-N. Okay, you go to his website and it's called Take a Walk. That's his latest video. Okay. All right, I'm gonna play it now for the family. Let's see if we can get this Big B. Let me know when y'all can see it. All right, I'm gonna share my screen.
Yeah, buddy.
You're one of the backup dancers?
Almost.
Ryan. We don't want to break. Don't want them to break his hip.
They almost had me, Mariah. Mariah, they almost had me. All right, let me tell you. Let me know if you can see this. All right, black screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Black screen. Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. There we are, buddy.
Let me know if you can hear it.
Not yet. Nope. There we go. Gotcha.
Grand Rising, family. Grand Rising. This is the one and only Dr. Ball, and this morning I'm live in the city of brotherly love. What's up, Philly? How y'all feeling? The temperature is going to be a cool 75 degrees. So, family, I encourage you to take a walk today. But first, you gotta wake up. Especially you, Yairon. Wake, wake, wake!
Let's take a walk. One. All step for man. Let's take a walk.
Yeah,
Hey, yo, what's up? Put your deodorant on.
Put enough on, nobody like funky underarms. Tons of hair, I used to let it lock up. Got the clippers, now my mind is free as YouTube beats. I got a sound flip for the street. See me walking down to the street like Jill Scott. Got roots out of the North Philly lot. One day I'ma be on top. I'ma be on top, kid. Okay, making my way to school like Max Goose. Got a couple things on my mind that are the truth. Why the older generation losing faith in our youth? As if we didn't get our singing our ways from you. I don't know, I take a breath even though it's polluted air. I take a walk, patience will get me there. But I'm running late to school, I'm running late to school, yeah.
Take a walk, understand me. Take a walk and clear your mind. Take a walk, you'll get there in time. Take a walk, understand me. Take a walk and clear your mind. Take a walk, you'll get there in time. Maybe I just need some time to realize that everything takes time. In this life I find myself questioning the quest to find myself. I want the peace of mind, no fear. In this class of mine full of peers, we stressing out, hoping we can make it out of living check to check. Cause when a check bounce, it brings us right back to where we started. New generation of kings and queens, not the last piece for a checkmate, but a checker flag, winning a race and not serving a checkers bag. But I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. So scared the fella fall, but there's nothing wrong with that. We gotta start from scratch, we gotta start from somewhere. The city of pioneers, been caught up in those end times. But these are the young boy days, we just trying to find a way. Understand me, take a walk, you'll clear your mind. Take a walk, you'll get there in time. Take a walk, understand me. Take a walk, you'll clear your mind. Take a walk, you'll get there in time. Take a walk, understand me. Take a walk and clear your mind. Take a walk, you'll get there in time. Take a walk, understand me. Take a walk and clear your mind. Take a walk, you'll get there in time. Take a walk, understand me. Take a walk and clear your mind. Take a walk, you'll get there in time. Take a walk, understand me. Take a walk, you clear your mind. Take a walk, you get there in time.
I'm sorry.
So, yeah, this man is trying to promote his son. That's what it is.
Who that? Mute yourself, Donna.
All right.
Mute yourself, Donna. Donna, mute yourself, Donna.
Yeah, right. Yes. Let me come off you here.
There we go.
Hold on.
Okay, mute yourself, Donna. We can hear you.
All right.
Okay, hey, man.
Yeah,
Dr.
man.
Paul, here we go, man.
Good
Yeah, look, great job. Great job.
Yes.
You know?
Beautiful and clean lyrics. Wonderful.
Yes.
That's what it's all about, guys. Okay, now, now listen. Make sure. All that's gonna be in the video, y'all. And of course, you know, it's already listed on YouTube, guys. So make sure again, and to get tonight's chat, you send me an email to meccavideo@gmail.com. Again, that's meccavideo@gmail.com. To continue to support the family tree, use my cash app. That's $ Bill with one L Morgan. If you use this out, that's what? Dr. Paul at drpaulherb.com, or use a P.O. Box, which is 191 Mulligan Hill, New Jersey, 08062. Bring your friends, bring your enemy, bring your friend, bring everybody to the family tree next Wednesday night.
All right, y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everybody for chiming in on the family tree. Put
Yeah.
your hands up,
What's up, Anthony Brown? Yo, buddy. Yo.
Did you learn anything?
All right, Yvette.
Thank you.
Good night, Yvette.
Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. And
Bye-bye.
with the testimonies. What a
Yeah.
evening for testimonies. And you got to get something. But
We got
guess what?
Laverne.
don't
We see you.
charge you with nothing but the truth. So go
I
tell
learned a lot
somebody,
tonight.
right? Go tell
Thank you.
somebody.
Glad to hear
Laverne,
that,
I
Carter.
see you. All right, so listen, be encouraged. We say keep your wits about yourself in this crazy world.
Yeah,
God
man.
bless y'all, may God keep y'all. And remember,
Amen.
if you're breathing,
Yeah, got it shot. Take it easy, family. All right, Carol. All right. Hey.
Come on down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right down here.
Yeah. Everybody's here. Dolly, Cynthia, Eunice Wardell, Brenda Owens, glad to still see you around. Judith, it's Kimberly G. Yes, Oscar, Magnolia, Queen David, Rosetta. All right, Carrie, Razor, Stephanie. Yeah, Brianna, and Sheila, Joyce, Gloria, Robin. Yay. All right, Pamela Rich. Art Cricket from Philly. Glad to have you still here, girl. Yeah. Carol. Yeah. All right, Patrick McCarthy. Yeah, buddy. Pamela Brooks. Get it now. All right, Tommy, you gotta join the rope, brother. One day we'll get as good as you are. Yeah.
And I want you to rub. We go on what's called an energy band.
Yeah. Carol G. Hooray! That's what I know. All right, Cynthia Gates.
And take it and put it all over your body.
Yeah.
Rubbing it all down.
Yeah.
You got pain in your shoulder. Take that energy.
Yeah.
With good intentions.
Yeah.
And hold. And then move the top one, keep the bottom one still. You feel that energy.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Take that, bless yourself. God bless y'all, may God keep y'all, and thanks for tuning in to the family.
All right, good night, everybody. Hey, hey, hey. All right. Come on. All right. Prophetess. Congratulations to you, man. Yeah, man. Wrap my arms around you. So continue, man. I can't wait till you get your award. Boy, listen. Daddy keep taking care of the old brother, boy. What can I say?
All right, all right. Okay.
Hey, Dr. Paul, see, 81 looks good like this. Hallelujah. Now. Somebody said, boy, you better sit down. I said, I can sit down later on when I ain't breathing, so leave me alone. Wow.
I hear you. All right.
Yo, man.
Dr. Paul, how much is the video?
How much is the video? Yes. Whatever. I don't know exactly what the video's going for, but you can right there. Wait, go that link right there. You can see
There's some trouble ahead.
Wow.
And I'm at my wit's end.
Wow.
Don't know whether to laugh or cry. These are some crazy times.
Yeah.
The comfort in my skin. Waited all my life for you.
all right.
I need you. It's time to claim what you always knew. I am a chosen sister. I know my soul's role is to minister. I'm the water that flows through the river.
Yeah.
Strong and was born to deliver. I was born.
All right, Dr. Paul. Here's the flyer, Dr. P.
Yes, I am.
All right, family. We'll see y'all later.
All right, buddy. Blessings.
Love and